A lot of our readers have written into us and asked, what's the point of highlighting and contouring? I myself have always wondered, how do I actually highlight? I've never seen the point of it, but that's probably because I just don't know why or how. So we've got Shahnaz here today to show us how to do it. She's a professional makeup artist and she can show us how to create the look at home in a few easy steps.
Okay, so for me, contouring and highlighting is the most important thing, apart from your foundation, because especially when you're having a photograph taken, the foundation, your face then will appear very flat. So the whole point of the contouring is to create the definition in your face. Now, not all women even have, you get some models, they've got this amazing bone structure and they can get away with it. But a lot of us average girls don't have that. And so the whole point of the contouring is to create that definition on the face. And also the bronzing, so you want to create, especially when we're pale and summer's about to begin, you want to give yourself color, so it's creating that definition on the face, giving yourself some color. And the highlighting, it's so beautiful when you see it, when it's done right, and when you move and you catch the light, and it just makes the whole face kind of come alive and really glow. It is the big thing for me, and very important when I'm doing my photo shoots. The contouring and the highlighting is a big must. So there are so many products on the market. You can go from really cheap to extremely expensive. I've got everything because I am makeup obsessed. But I found this one actually recently. It's from Catrice. It's a really great budget brand available at Dischem. And for the pricing, I think this was like 55 Rand or something, ridiculous. But it really is a great product. And I think a lot of people struggle with, I've got to spend a lot of money. There are certain things you should spend money on. I definitely think when it comes to your foundations, things like that, maybe spend a bit more money. But there are certain things that you can get away with and use cheaper stuff. So
and this can be one of them.
This can be one of them.
Great.
I do have an expensive one. So, they kind of see, some have a shimmer, some are matte. This one's matte. So it really depends, but it's really easy how you do it. So basically, when you are contouring, you want to contour under your cheekbones. So if you're unsure of that, you can suck in your face, and that is basically where you will contour. Then you'll look at contouring into the forehead, and then on the jawline. And again, you want everything to match. So a lot of the time, even myself and models, I'll blend down into the neck as well, so everything matches. Okay, so there are different brushes that you can use. I think when you're applying a bronzer, you can go with a bigger brush for those kind of forehead areas. And when you are going in for under the cheekbone, maybe go for a smaller brush. Okay. Now, when you're working the product, always take the excess off the back of your hands, because you'd rather a little than a whole load, then you're like, oh God, I'm going to take all my makeup off again, and foundation, and it's a nightmare. So just, tap it on to the back of your hands, and you think, okay, I've got enough product. And basically, you want to work the product really lightly under your cheekbone. And it will always also give you just really great color on your face. Okay, and then we're going to go to the other side. And be gentle, always be gentle with your brushes.
Is there a specific way that you have to apply it, the brush strokes, or is it just...
Just as you can feel on my face, I'm just kind of working down. So you're starting up by your ear, and then you're just working down. Again, if you think, oh God, I've done it wrong, go in with your foundation on the areas where you think you've made a mess. That's just the perfect way to clean it up. The main thing about makeup is practice until you think that you've got it right. And then we're going to go in into the forehead. So basically where the sun would catch on your face. Or then you can do it as like a, like a 3 on the side of your face as like an easier way of remembering.
So what about girls that have really shiny, is this highlighting or
this
is
is
this
contouring?
So this has nothing to do with shiny?
No.
Okay, so even if you have a shiny skin, you can still do this?
Yeah, then what you will do is after you've done everything, then you will go in with the prepping powder.
Okay.
So do all your makeup first, and then when you're finished, go in and set the makeup.
All right.
So then it will take away the shine. Okay. When it comes to dark skin girls, really dark skin girls, this is obviously not going to show. So I will either use a dark foundation, cream, and then I'll blend it in to give that definition. And sometimes on the really dark girls, I've had to use a black pencil because you want to show that definition. And a lot of the time there isn't a product on the market.
Which is actually a problem.
Which is a problem. So there's ways around, you know, you just have to mix and match. Or I've even used like a dark chocolate brown eyeshadow.
Okay.
So you can, the great thing about makeup is you can use your product in a whole different ways. So especially if you're working on a budget, I think that's the most important thing, is be clever with your makeup. Okay, so once we've done that, we want to go in with the highlighting. Again, there's a million products. Catrice also have a really great one. I'm going to use the MAC ones. Now, MAC have these amazing mineralized skin finishes, and they just have these amazing shimmers, and I love them.
So pretty.
Very, very, very pretty. And we like pretty things. So I am going to go in with the more honey rosy color, which is the pink porcelain. So when you've got a really dark skin tone, don't use these shades, they're too icy. Go for bronzes, like a deep, deep bronze for your highlight, because this will just look terrible on a dark skin girl. This is for the fairer skin girls. And then something like this, which is the it's like an iridescent powder from MAC. It's again darker. So as your skin gets darker, you want the shimmers to be darker. Otherwise, it just looks too icy. So this is actually an eye brush, and I'm going to use it for the highlighting. Again, you don't have to have the brush for this, the brush for that, so you can play around. So the key areas for highlighting are on top of the cheekbone, on the bridge of your nose, on your Cupid's bow, because this will really make your lip pop when you've got your lipstick on. And if you want, then you can go under the eyebrow bone. So we're just gonna go in, just really light strokes. And you can see already, you know, you've got that beautiful contour, and then you've got the highlight here. So when you move, you'll see it catches the light. It's very pretty. And it's a big trend. Big trends, fashion weeks, every year, spring, summer, is that beautiful natural skin that's contoured and highlighted, bit of mascara, not even a lip, maybe a little bit of lip balm, and off you go.
Yeah.
I think especially for someone like you who doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup, it's just doing these little steps to just enhance your face. It's all about makeup, I suppose, for the average girl, it is about enhancing your face. And it's nice if you go to the beach and you want to look a bit pretty and, you know, you've cheated a little bit. You can also use these on the body as well. So there's many ways to cheat that healthy, beautiful glow. So you can see here the Cupid's bow is like popping already. So when you put your lipstick on, it'll be like, oh, it's so nice. So it's really easy, really easy. You can also take it up into the temple as well.
I'm actually surprised at how it's quite simple. It sounds like something very complicated.
Well, I think people just think makeup in general is really complicated, but it's not at all. It's just knowing, okay, what's a nice product, what brushes, how do I apply it? And then there you go. That's it. So I'm going to just go a little bit under the brow bone. And there you go. Just a really pretty highlight and contour. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial.
Thank you.